We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Good route here.
To throw is Cousins. That's caught downfield by Addison. Down the right sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at the 20. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Now Burrow going to change things up. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back to Mixon on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. The Bengals at 2-11 now on the year. They come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jefferson moving in motion left. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second and 10. To throw, Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Cousins. There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Joseph on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14, Bengals 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard
The
line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Listen. Wide. Two. Gun.
The slot man in motion right.
Out there.
Cousins on 1st down.
Open right side, complete to Rager.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Bring up 48. Hey, no, easy. Work.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu.
35 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Score Vikings 21, Bengals 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On one, right?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
12, 11, Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT. Behind.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Lucky 48. Hey, Ken. Gun.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Cousins now.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives, it ended touchdown. They get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
11.
Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To Hart. Hey, 382, left 50. Yellow. Black. Right side.
On first and 10, Cousins.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A second down throw for Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Cousins will try and throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
We're good.
And Burrow going to change the play.
Mixon with a first in. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Vikings take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go. 12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow, escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
White. 2.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
This is Mixon on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, Burrow flushed out right.
Now Burrow loses the football. And one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2. Good route here. Leave it. Bring up 48. Gun.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 25 yards that time.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Hey, no, easy. List 50. Black. Hey, we're good.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
300. Through. Yellow. Gun.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, can't. Yellow. What's that?
Now Cousins.
There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now Burrow on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Joseph now to have the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
57, Bengals 12.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
On second down, here's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick 6. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat padding, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Throwing on second down. Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Slant pass to Boyd.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Burrow to throw on second down.
Looking deep here for Chase. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Watch the distance. Lead up, 48. Watch the 48. Left. Hey, steamer. Wait up.
Following the interception, Cousins.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Joseph on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
71, Bengals 12.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Behind.
Here's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Behind.
A toss left, Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. Behind.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
11, MT. Behind.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins here to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First. Listen to me. Wide. Wait,
throwing is Cousins.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. How did he stay on his feet?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Joe Mixon.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for two here.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Quaker Omaha. Lead it. Bring up 48.
Throwing here, Cousins. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Joseph now to have the PAT.
On for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Vikings,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12.
And they'll be on the road next.